Well, good morning from the beautiful town of 1770 here in Queensland, Australia. Today is the 27th of October 2024, and it marks 3 weeks since I arrived here rather unconventionally, shall we say. So yes, it's been an interesting 3 weeks, and I have met lots of nice people. And seen some good sights, and it is a very pretty spot. But yeah, I have repairs to get done, and as I've said in previous videos, that's going to entail basically a tow down to Port Bundaberg, which is about 50 nautical miles south of here. The bar is a problem. We did have a tow organised earlier in the week, but the tide was too low, and also the wind and the seas came up a bit stronger than expected, so we dodged a bullet by not doing that. I was on an anchor here for a while, and without a rudder on the boat, because I lost that in my unconventional arrival, the boat behaves rather erratically when there's wind over tide, and I had all sorts of anchoring challenges, as you may have seen in previous videos. I'm now on a mooring, thankfully, and I have had more sleep in the last few days than I've had in the previous 2 weeks, so feeling almost human. Some people would argue at that point, and that's fair enough. That's a different topic altogether. But here I am. I am going to show you some footage in a moment, which was given to me by my friend Forrest and Michelle, who were very supportive, along with a few other people here as well. But Forrest is actually very much the drone pilot, and he took some amazing footage, which I didn't know about at the time, because it's funny, those drones hover over there, but you don't take it in basically if there's other noises around the place. So very thankful for some footage I can show you after this. Not that I really want to see it, but it's mixed feelings when I look at it, but it is lucky to have it. So anyway, I hope you guys get something out of that. Good news, hopefully, too. So yes, today's the day, 3 weeks and some good news, good mix. And Kevin, the guy who is responsible for putting me on this mooring a few days back, he will be the one towing me out of the harbour come the day, and I will then be met by a fishing trawler just outside, who will then do the towing down to Port Bundaberg. He swung by just a few moments ago and said he'd just been out to check the channel depth and everything. He was quite happy with it, and it is about mid-tide at the moment. So we are looking at Tuesday morning early, which is actually what I had picked out too for the conditions shown by the forecast and the state of the tide. So we've got a high tide just going off early in the morning on Tuesday, which will give us more water and also flow out with it, which is great. And the winds look calm and from the right direction, so fingers crossed, man, fingers crossed. I love this place, but I really need to move on and get my beautiful boat fixed so I can continue my journey back home. Being up here in northern Queensland, the cyclone season will start in November or so, so I really need to be out of here by then. So yeah, anyway, just want to show off my beautiful poster too, given by Forrest. This is one of his drone shots. So yeah, he does some amazing work basically. So yeah, makes a good memento of my time here. He says you can draw on where you came ashore if you like, and I thought, yeah, not so much. I'll just try and remember it without my input. Anyway, here comes the video. It starts off with a shot that somebody just took off the point here at Round Hill head when they saw a yacht look like it was not doing what it should be doing. That was me. And that'll be then followed by some footage of the boat on the sandbar, and you can actually see my friend Nat, who was holding on to the boat, keeping me company basically while all that was going on. So once again, the support of people and just the whole boating community, magic. You can see Nat standing next to the boat keeping me company as it slowly gets darker, and I got him to come on board as the tide was coming in, and I just didn't like the thought of him standing out there. It just didn't seem safe.
We're out there rescuing this bloody boat stuck on the sandbar. I sent my drone up, hovering over him, and then I've gone, oh my God, he needs help. So Michelle and I jumped in the tinny and went over to him.
So it's now fully dark, and Tony in one tender and Peter and Mandy in the other are trying to push the bow around and pull me forward towards deeper water. So here comes Forrest and Michelle to join in, also to lend a hand in trying to pull me clear in what was a rising tide, but only the smaller of the two daily tides. So it didn't quite give us enough lift basically to get any forward movement and move to deeper water. They did spread out a couple of anchors eventually, as it was obviously not going to be a fruitful attempt at trying to get the boat off tonight. So I've got the deck light on, so it lights up the area a bit. Just sort of, I'm actually sitting in the back of the boat at this point, manning the handle of the manual pump, as my electric one decided to give up the ghost at this point. The next morning was full of trepidation as we would find out how she fared the night. With two anchors, she had dragged back a little bit further towards the shore. However, she was still intact, and everybody sprung into action basically to get her towed off on the next high tide, which was around about 10 o'clock. And that's when the VMR, Voluntary Marine Rescue, came out and gave us a pull off. Thank you for watching another Fast Forward to Queensland video. As always, don't forget to like, comment on YouTube and subscribe to Dawn Radar.